What's up, guys? It's Quinn.
It's Alex.
This is Iconic Comic, and we're finally back. We had to take a little break. I was sick. We had some difficulties with schedules, but we're back with Iconic Movie News, Episode 7. The Movie News Awakens. So, let's get right into this thing. All right.
I've got this to do now.
Yeah, you got that. You got it. You don't got your legs. You got the table. All right. So up first, we have Deadline reports that Paramount Pictures is pretty darn close to getting that spin-off of Transformers, Bumblebee, off the ground. The report says the studio has a script that it's pleased with and will go out to directors soon. Christina Hodson, the writer on the project, turned in a script that will make it possible for Paramount to begin production with a release date of June 8th, 2018.
Why?
The humanity!
No! No! God, no! No!
Yeah, I've publicly put out there that I publicly put out all the time. I publicly put out there that I wasn't the biggest fan of most of the Transformers movies.
Yeah.
One's still the best, in my opinion, but then it kind of took a downfall. I kind of liked Age of Extinction, kind of. I wasn't like a huge fan. But I just don't think, even though it's $1 billion franchise, those movies make a ton of money. I don't think I'm going to be interested in a Bumblebee standalone movie.
No, because it's going to be the kids that see it on television and, like, pull at their parents' shirts, like, we got to go to the movie. Like,
yeah, like, and is the whole movie going to be, is he going to have his voice box fixed, or is the whole movie going to be music?
What if it's an origin of Bumblebee? I think that might actually be cool.
If it's an origin of Bumblebee, fine. The two movies that I would be okay with is if it was an origin on Cybertron or a post, like, way in the future movie. Like, all the other Transformers are gone.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like Logan.
Yeah.
It's like the Logan of Transformers movies.
So it's like old Bumblebee just with a cane or something.
And, like, the music that he's playing is Johnny Cash. It's like, no, but, like, I don't... That's my biggest fear, is, like, if it's in either current times or later, is the whole movie going to be just, like, because that bit's funny in the current movies, but if it's the whole movie of him, like...
It's just annoying.
Him using music to talk, it may not... I don't even know if there's enough clips of music to put together that would be, like, funny and entertaining and, like,
I think
that would keep you on your feet.
I think it would be a bad idea, though.
Yeah.
I think a cool idea would be if they show, like, origin of Cybertron and Bumblebee and how he lost his voice box.
Just
I think
Megatron
just takes that as...
Yeah,
I like your voice. I'm taking it.
The Ursula of Transformers.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's like, was I the only one who thought that at the end of the first Transformers that his voice box got magically fixed when he said that line at the end? But apparently it was a clip from some movie or something.
Yeah.
He said the line like, "I would like to stay with the boy." You remember that? I always thought that because it wasn't music, so I was like, "Oh, they must have fixed
It's
it
radio.
like during the battle." Like, that's what I thought. So I was like, "Oh, okay." So I don't know.
No, he uses the radio. It's not just music.
Yeah, so it's like I've heard in some of the movies it's like movie lines and stuff and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I like their confidence that they're like, all right, they're pleased with this script, but they were also pleased with the last 3 Transformers scripts. So I don't give them.
I like the
of
first one with Mark
credit.
Wahlberg. Was that?
And doesn't Paramount also make the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies? They must have been pleased with those scripts too.
It had to go through so many people. That's
Yeah.
what baffles me. But
I wonder if they got a writer's room like they did for this next Transformers movie. It's like they got all these great writers, and they have these good stories, and then Michael Bay comes in and says, "I'm going to do what I want." Like,
but
bringing Michael Bay back into that movie, I'm off topic, but not really crazy off topic, but bringing Michael Bay back into Transformers franchise was a horrible decision. They needed to pass that torch and give somebody else the chance to make a new movie.
Which Transformers was the first one with Mark Wahlberg?
Age of Extinction.
I actually
The
liked
fourth
it.
one.
I liked it. I don't know why you.
When's the last time you've seen it in the theater?
I don't know.
Probably, right? Because I really, really liked it when I saw it in the theater, and then I watched it on TV. I'm like, oh, wow, this movie's not that good. Like, you get that with movies sometimes, that it's just that theater experience, where it's, especially action movies, where it's like, you watch it and you're just so enamored by it. Like, we had the same, look, I like Batman vs. Superman, but when we left the theater, we were debating if it was the best comic book movie of all time. We were debating that.
Oh, man.
And then you go back and watch it, and you're like, okay. We were just kind of awestruck, you know what I'm saying?
Just like drunk off of it.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna say I'm completely like I don't want to watch this movie, but it's gonna be up in the air. I need to see a trailer. The trailer could be the selling point for me. So I'll leave it at that. All right. Moving on. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. So the franchise obviously.
Sorry, I just saw it. You're abbreviated
FBA
FBAWTFT.
Well, it is true.
I didn't know what it was at first.
So the franchise recently revealed that they're going for a 5-film franchise instead of the original 3, which is kind of like the Hobbit thing, where it's like one book. Now this isn't a book, but it's like one book could be done in 2 movies.
Actually, it is a book.
It's a fake book inside of a real book.
Actually, they wrote that book. Like, she wrote that book. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them is an actual book.
Did she write it?
I believe
Or
so, yeah.
was it some other person who just made the book?
No, it comes in a box set.
Anyway, we'll talk about that
Beetle
later.
and Bard and something else.
We'll talk about it later.
Whatever.
Anyway, it's more of an encyclopedia, not a book.
You're an encyclopedia!
But it
Stupid!
looks as though director David Yates is on board for all 5. Now, it's not a done deal, like this is what's going to happen, but he just said that he's directing the first 2. He's already said that, but he said he would love to go forth and just continue making all 5. He just says that's a lot of work, 5 films in 8 years. And that kind of drags, as a director, I know, like, that drags you down. Like, you can't really work. I do know.
You know?
Just being a human being and knowing how stressful work is. If you're a director and you have 5 films in 8 years, which is a short amount of time, because usually one movie is like a 2-year production. It's like you take a year of pre-production, filming for 6 months, and then sometimes even a whole year for editing, post. So it's like 8 years, 5 films. It doesn't give him a lot of opportunities to go and explore other projects that he may want to do. So it's not official, but would you be down for him? Because I know the first film that he directed was for Harry Potter was Prisoner of Azkaban. So would you be down for him doing all 5?
Yeah. I mean, Prisoner of Azkaban was probably one of my favorites.
It's my second. Number 1's Deathly Hallows Part 2. Like
That's a good one.
for me, there's so much emotion built in that movie that like if you don't at least shed one tear, you're likely dead inside.
Like a Dementor. You just don't
That
do that
weird.
ever again.
Never mind. I'm gonna put like a Dementor in front of me so that didn't look as weird. Yeah, but I don't know. I want consistency.
I think it'll be less consistent because it'll just get tiring. I think on that last film.
Well, I think that in what you're trying to say is it'll be like too consistent, like where it's almost predictable.
That, or it's just not going to be as good because it's just the last one. It's tiring.
Yeah.
You know?
But like I said, he filmed 4. I really do want to. I think it was 4 Harry Potter films out of the 8, unless I swear to God he did. Here, I'm gonna do a quick. You keep talking. I'm gonna do a quick research. I'm pretty sure he did Deathly Hallows, as well. Thing is, I can't remember if that was one movie split into 2, like filmed as one, or if it was 2 movies filmed separately, not back to back by 2 different directors, because they feel very like one film. If you like put them back to back, they feel very similar.
Well, yeah.
2011. God, that movie's 5 years old already. David Yates, yeah. So he did that one. Did he do part 1
Just
as well?
click. You just click on his name.
Well, yeah. Why didn't I just do that? David Yates.
Idiot.
Idiot. All right.
Order of the Phoenix. Okay, right there.
So he did Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2, Half-Blood Prince, Order of the Phoenix. Guess I was wrong. He didn't do Prisoner of Azkaban. I swear he did.
Well, you messed me all up. Now this whole video is ruined.
Yeah, is it?
This whole video is ruined.
Who did Prisoner of Azkaban? Alfonso Cuarón. That's what I thought.
Well, they've ruined this whole bit.
Yeah, well, it still goes, because the last 4 movies of the Harry Potter franchise, they felt very similar, like in the tone.
Yeah.
Now, the tone was set. Prisoner of Azkaban, that's when that darkness came into the Harry Potter stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm not the biggest fan of Order of the Phoenix. I put that probably second to last.
The movie was bad. The book was fantastic.
I'm not a big fan of the
Actually,
movie.
no. Here, let me scratch that. It was the worst book to film adaptation.
Yeah, I just didn't really care for it that much.
They cut so much
I
out of
don't
Order
see
of the
why
Phoenix.
everybody talks so much garbage about Chamber of Secrets. I like Chamber of Secrets.
So do I.
Apparently, people say it's like the worst. I don't agree.
If you're talking about books,
No, I'm just saying like they're thinking like the worst film, and I'm like I can't say bad and worse like when it comes to the Harry Potter fan. It's like which one do I like more? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm excited that he's on board at least for all 5. We'll see how it turns out. Alrighty then. We're moving on to the Marvel side of things. Now, it's not the superhero news, but some stuff dropped, and I think it's important to talk about today. So, we're not getting that Inhumans movie that they announced a couple years ago.
okay.
But we're going to get an Inhumans TV series called Marvel's The Inhumans, and it'll be on ABC along with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The first 2 episodes will screen in IMAX theaters in summer of 2017. The show will actually officially air in fall of 2017.
So will it be like they show both episodes back to
Back to
back? Okay.
That'd be a really cool theater experience because you're not really used to watching TV.
A TV show on.
The only one
big
I ever
screen.
did was a Doctor Who, like they did something special where they showed a Doctor Who episode. But I don't know. What do you think about them doing this as a TV series instead of a movie?
I think it's a good idea to introduce them. I mean, like, unless they planned it after all the stuff they have now. I think the road that the films are going on, I think putting the Inhumans just wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. Just time-wise, because the comic books.
There's not enough room right now in the movie
Right.
world.
There's not enough room yet.
Now you could do like Phase 4 because there's no put down slate like this is what we're doing for Phase 4. But more than anything, I think this makes sense because they're introducing the Inhumans in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They're
Now-
introducing them on TV.
But how often do people go from TV show to the big screen?
In the Marvel's case, they haven't.
Right.
The only one Coulson went from the big screen to the small screen.
So I would think.
It's possible to overlap, but I'm still holding out hope that we're gonna see cameos from the Defenders in like Infinity War and stuff. But my inclination from what I've heard from like interviews with Feige and Ike Perlmutter, he runs the Marvel TV side of things, whether it be Netflix or ABC. There was always bad blood between those two because it used to be Feige had to answer to Perlmutter. There was like this division of powers, and then Bob Iger came in and said, "No, Perlmutter, you're gonna run TV. Feige, you got the movies." They're the same universe, but I don't know if they want them to cross.
Exactly. So.
We don't know down the line though what could happen.
Right. So if you keep the Inhumans on, the TV side of things, then you really can't, like, kill off a whole lot of the superheroes in the MCU, because then what are you going to do?
Yeah,
Who are you going to call?
not the Ghostbusters.
Exactly.
The only thing I'm like kind of sad about when it comes to this, because I'm not like, I don't know. It's kind of like with the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. thing, with how Ghost Rider's on that show now. I can't see him being a part of the movies. He'll be in TV for now.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with the Inhumans, is that I want to see a Black Bolt on the big screen, like with the event. Like he's so powerful, one of the most powerful Marvel characters of all time, and they put him on TV. So I don't know. It could be great because, like I said, I feel like, I don't know, I would rather this be a Netflix series than an ABC show.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because you can do a little more involvement with the larger universe. Because what you're seeing right now on the ABC side of things when it comes to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they're not really... Sometimes you'll hear them say, like, Captain America or something, but sometimes you don't feel like it's the same world.
I don't feel like it is.
But in the Netflix, I feel like it's the same world.
They reference it. They talk about the incident.
Yeah, and
You know?
they talk about it, but I also feel like it feels real, like it's in that world. Like, I feel like Daredevil, when I'm watching Civil War, I feel like Daredevil's out there somewhere.
Yeah.
Because Spider-Man's out there somewhere. Oh my god.
I got a hat on. It doesn't work. Whatever.
Anyway, alright, moving on. Last up, Disney's just owning everything, apparently. So,
The blanket.
there's a
Disney
report
version.
from TechCrunch, and it suggests that Disney is eyeing to purchase Netflix. And with the announcement of AT&T's acquisition of Time Warner, yeah, so that means that
That was the end of the sentence.
yeah, AT&T is starting to like get into this Time Warner streaming service stuff, so they're kind of buying a streaming service. But since Netflix is the king of streaming, like you got stuff like Amazon, Hulu, HBO Go, it really couldn't. Nobody could match Disney if they bought out
No.
Netflix.
I agree. And, Netflix is... Because, like, I haven't had cable in a while. Like, I don't use cable.
Streaming's where it's going and it's heading
Right.
towards.
Which I think is better. It's cheaper. You pay for internet, and then Netflix is like what, $8-9 a month, something like that, $10 a month. Is that what it is? I forget.
I don't know. I think it's like 11 something.
But it's cheap.
I could be wrong.
But it's not expensive.
No.
But to have like Time Warner, that's, and you want like all these cable channels, price can get up there. So streaming I think is where it's at.
Yeah, and it excites me, but at the same time, I'm like, I really hope they don't like solely use Netflix for Disney properties.
Oh yeah.
Like, I hope they keep the properties that are currently on Netflix on there. Like,
Well, they have, but what sucks though is they have to recycle, because Netflix used to be like Blockbuster
Redbox.
or not.
Yeah,
sorry.
they'd send you.
I don't even know what I'm saying. You order
It's like GameFly,
DVDs.
almost like. It's almost
You
like
order
GameFly.
DVDs and they send them to you, and then you just send them back when you're done. But then they also had free movies. But they wanted you to order DVDs, but now they're doing away with DVDs.
Can you still get like DVDs?
I
from
was
Netflix?
just wondering that.
I don't
know. Let us know in the comments.
Like, not that I'm gonna get them. Like, I don't even have a DVD player. I have a Blu-ray player. Can you get Blu-rays?
On your Xbox One, you can.
No, I'm saying like I have a Blu-ray player. Like, can you get Blu-rays from Netflix?
I'm sure you can. I don't know.
Can you get Blu-rays from like Redbox?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's just a little extra, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Like $3.
I don't use DVDs that much. It's seriously. I was talking to him. My prediction is in a year from now, like DVDs are gone. Streaming is going to be the king, and it's already looking.
But you know what
Top
sucks though is the video stores are
dead.
well they're a novelty in a good way. I think like
Yeah.
like we went to Family Video.
How are places like that still around?
And there's people going in, and it's not like a ghost town.
There's a difference though between like this and there's a difference, but it's scaring me because they're both going towards the same end game. I feel like is video stores and comic book stores. They're just people are not going to these stores regularly enough to keep them afloat for much longer. Like I go to comic book stores, and I'm usually when I go in, I'm the only one in there.
I don't think
Sometimes two.
I think comic books and records won't disappear.
I'm not saying that they're going to disappear. I'm just saying you might see, like, you're not going to see comic books go away, but these local, like, mom and pop shop comic book stores, more and more will start to go out of business.
Yeah.
Like, we have a place around here called Comic Book World.
I think that might be a nationally, like,
I don't
chain.
know
I
if
don't
it is
know.
or not. And we got other place like Comics to Games. And
Yeah.
every year, I feel like there's less people who go. So I don't know. Off topic, but that's where I feel the whole DVD business is going. It's like in the videos and stuff. People don't watch. I mean, it's funny that you call it videos still, because it's like, when I say video, like put a video in it. It sounds like VCR, almost like a VHS tape.
Or I watched a video on YouTube.
Yeah, so I don't know.
know.
I don't know. It's a weird word for me. Like, it makes me think nostalgically, but I don't know. I think it's a good idea, and we were also saying that since Disney owns ESPN, they could use Netflix for like live streaming sports stuff, so people wouldn't have to continue to buy cable and like
Yeah.
Disney is squeezing the life out of like all of these businesses. So it's pretty funny in my opinion. Alrighty then, moving on to the movie.
FBAWTFT.
Yeah, the movie that is opening in theaters this week is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Most likely this is going to be our next film review up on the channel. We're going to do the big ones. If we go see like any other movie, if we feel like, I don't want to have to do reviews for movies that I don't want to.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I'm putting it out there. I'm just
Glad
saying.
we had this conversation
No,
on camera.
No, I'm just saying that I'm not going to put a video out there that I'm not passionate about.
Okay.
Whether that be passionately good or passionately bad. So if there's like a movie I see and it's complete dog poop.
What?
Yeah, it's just a horrible movie. I may want to talk about it just by how bad it is.
Okay.
But if I'm just not like, it wasn't a bad movie and I'm just like, I didn't have a lot of emotion into it, I may not do a review. But we'll see.
I'm glad we're having this
I
conversation.
know, like,
now.
well, I'm just letting them know.
Okay.
Alright, anyway. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Where's your head?
Let's
here?
hope we find you at the theater. You fantastic beast.
Wow. Where's your hype meter at right now for this movie?
From a scale of 1 to 10, probably.
On a scale of 1 to 2. 1.
Probably about 7.5. Yeah, I'm excited.
My hype meter right now.
Oh, hype meter.
Yeah, hype meter.
I'm not hyped up right now.
Just your hype meter for since you heard about the movie.
It fluctuated.
Okay, well my current hype meter it's a 4 or 5, to be honest. I'm not crazy excited about this movie, but I'm interested to see where it could go. Because what this movie could do is get me going, alright, now I'm at an 8 for the sequel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's really, honestly, it's the trailers for me. I've liked the trailers, and I think a lot of it actually has to do with the special effects. The special effects haven't blown me away, because in the Harry Potter films they used a lot of practical effects, and I think that made it feel better, more real.
You know what's going to happen? Your hype meters will jump to 10 as soon as you hear the music.
Oh yeah. My hype meter, like, I don't care what movie we're going to see. When I'm at the theater, like, about to go into the IMAX, my hype meter goes up to 30. Like, I'm like,
No,
it's an experience.
But when we have the glasses on, and you're going to hear that music.
Dun, 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 dun,
Now it's
dun,
at
dun.
6.
In the surround sounds, just pumping it in there.
Now it's at a 7.
Okay, I'm a teeter at a 6, 7. That's where.
Okay.
But that's what I'm worried about. Is I hope that I'm not just going to see this, and they're not like using Harry Potter nostalgia to sell me this movie.
I don't think they will.
That's what I hope. I hope that these movies can stand on their own.
Because they're not going to reference Harry Potter. It's like way in the
I know.
You know.
It also kind of, if there's like 5 movies where a bunch of shit goes down and like it's major, why didn't we hear about it like in the Harry Potter? You think it'd be like World War II?
Well,
like
they're
we
trying to cover it
Like we
up.
talk about it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know.
Like if it's like, it'd be like World War II going down, some massive shit. It'd be like, that never happened. What? What do you mean it never happened? Like, they don't talk about it. But yeah, I just hope they don't use Harry Potter too much to give me that nostalgia factor,
Right.
and that's the only reason I like it. Like I come here for the review, and
See,
it's like
I don't think that.
I love the music. I like the music.
No, I don't think that'll be it. I mean, they'll have magic, but you know,
Well, that's just straight stealing from Harry Potter.
no, I don't think they'll have to use too much of Harry. Well, Harry Potter's not even a thought right now.
No,
So
Dumbledore's in it though. Dumbledore was
Yeah.
Newt Scamander, the main guy. He was his teacher, and
Yeah.
he was like Newt Scamander got kicked out of Hogwarts, but like Dumbledore was like the one teacher like saying like pleading against his expulsion.
yeah,
So I hope they explore that a little bit. That'd be cool.
maybe that's what the movie's about.
All right.
Well, we don't know because we haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Unless you've seen it already.
It's coming out in 2 days.
2 days.
2 days. Anyway, let us know what you guys thought in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys like,
Comment,
share,
subscribe.
so you guys don't miss a single thing from this channel. We got some more stuff coming up today. We got some reactions to do. A bunch of trailers dropped the past couple days, so we're going to get all that done and in today and out to you as soon as we can. Don't forget about our Patreon account up here and
Cue music.
Holy Grail.